Well, Brazil, I feel like was a little less than ideal. My purse got stolen there when I went to the beach, and so that and it was early on. I think I saw it was like day 1 or 2.
Welcome to the I Can't Wait to Travel podcast. I'm Lisa, and this is my co-host,
Anthony. Hey.
Absolutely, and we are so excited. We have Camille and Thomas here today.
Yay!
So Camille and Thomas were on the season 18 of Married at First Sight. They met at the altar, said yes, and they're still going strong, almost 2 years in.
Yeah, just a few weeks shy of 2 years, I think.
Getting there.
I love that. Wow. So for all of the people who were under a rock, who wasn't watching Married at First Sight, I don't know, maybe the one person that wasn't watching the show, tell that one person basically what the premise was, how you met at the altar, and how that all started.
Yeah, I mean, so it was one of those kind of like taking a leap of faith things. So you find out that the show bounces city to city. And so you find out they're coming to Chicago and, you just apply. And, yes, the Shy. Yeah. And, you just apply and there's a really rigorous application process and just kind of vetting process leading up to it. And then at one point they tell you that they find you a match and it's like, oh, that's great, but the thing is, you don't know what this person is like, you don't know their name, you don't know what they do, family is like, you don't know anything until you meet them at the altar to say I do.
Crazy.
And so then from there on out, it's just you move in together, you go on a honeymoon first. You move in together, spend 8 weeks together, and in 8 weeks you decide if you want to stay married or get divorced. So that's kind of the idea of it. And there's 5 couples.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'd say it's the ultimate leap of faith. So it's sight unseen contract.
Well, it's so funny because I joke and say crazy, but it's crazy faith. Like, look at you too, 2 years later. And it's going so well. So it was one of the best decisions I'm sure you've made.
And Lisa and I dated for 2 years. So we were able to get really comfortable with each other before we went on our honeymoon. It's like, how did you guys even were able to do that after knowing each other for 2 minutes? And then immediately getting together and traveling together and in the same room.
That was part of the craziness of it. Or I think that's kind of like when it really sets in too, because the wedding day is obviously like super fun and you're running off with just like adrenaline and everything. And then you get to the honeymoon, it's like, oh wait, I don't know this person at all. And you're like in this, like at this really pretty resort in a super like, you could tell like a romantic room and like the bathroom, the walls are made of glass. Like the toilet room is made of glass. Going there with someone that you've known for some time. So that's when it really sets in. But no, I mean, he was always so like calm and even tempered and you could tell he was just a good guy. So I think that kind of helped from the get-go.
I feel like I feel like I'm really just unbothered by most things. So that helps. So in the transition period where we're getting to know each other, I just wanted to learn more about Camille and I sat there and observed. And she's a really just great person in general. So it made it really easy. I feel bad for some of the people who deal with the crazy personalities because I would have been in that situation. But I appreciate the fact she was uniquely herself. And she was just someone that, I knew right off the bat we had a chance at making it.
Absolutely.
That's a blessing.
Like your personality fits this show, I would definitely say. Actually, both of you. You guys are just both so like laid back, easygoing.
It makes for boring TV, I think, sometimes. So that's where they had to, just keep everything interesting. And, we've gotten that before. And I think that's the best compliment of just kind of being like in the storm and, just, just the ones that are going to be kind of like constant throughout.
No, of course.
They would be saying that about our relationship because we don't like any drama. We don't want any. I don't even got the brain power to even deal with a lot of drama.
But I think that makes for the best marriages, because if you're going on those like peaks roller coaster, it's just like how long can you withstand that? So
those are some of my past relationships.
Yeah.
It's like, get me out of here. When is it over?
So while you're on the honeymoon, is there anything that you notice where you're just like, okay, that's different or that's new?
I feel like for me, the schedule was so busy and like, you're still kind of just like making it through, or, they give you their whole schedule and you got to bounce from here to here to here. So it's almost like you're getting to know this person, but I don't even know if we had enough time like together or just in the room. Like, this is, I don't know, this or that, like to kind of even analyze that. Right. It's almost like even the full 8 weeks to me, it was like hard to really say definitively like, this, could never work or something. So I think that, from the get-go, it was just pretty easy. Like one of the biggest things I'm grateful for is that he doesn't snore. Like that's served, but I've never had for me. And it was just this always served, but I've never had. And so that was like one of the, I would say like the best surprises or something
that's good.
I took note of that.
Yeah, I would say,
that's really nice.
It's such a short time frame to go to the honeymoon that everybody's still presenting their best representation of themselves. Guard up. So I don't think you see those bad habits during the honeymoon. Maybe it's different for other couples. But one of the things that was new for me is Camille has a peanut allergy. So every time we're going to drink or just do any activities, I have to be aware of that. I wasn't used to that. So during the honeymoon, I'm learning on the go, okay, ask the waiter if this meal has any kind of nut in it. So for me, that was an adjustment. I had to be really respectful of her and, put myself to the back burner to make sure that, we went places that she was able to do things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still really good with that too. His friends always laugh. One of his friends in particular was like, I remember that barbecue we had when we were first going to meet Camille. It's like a few months after the show. And she was like, Tom literally asked us 20 times if anything here.
But that just shows like how considerate you are of her. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, it took a lot of work.
That is really nice.
Yeah, it took a lot of work to get there. I wasn't always so considerate. And one of my friends, Anthony, he was giving me crap because I would sneak away at work and eat some peanuts or eat like a Snickers.
I was going to ask you about that.
Gotta get it in somewhere.
Right. And he's like, you could bring that home to your wife. What if it's on like your mouth or something like that? And I'm like, all right, I didn't think about that.
So is it severe, Camille? Like you like anaphylactic shock? And
so like it's been since I was a kid and it was always like, very much there, but still I would consider like mild on the big scheme of things.
Okay.
Really super itchy mouth, I would say.
Yeah.
But then just a couple of years ago, I accidentally ate some peanut butter and it was like in an egg roll, which I feel like.
Yeah, really shouldn't be there. Yeah.
Binder in an egg roll or something. And that was the first time I ever actually had like throat swelling where I had to. So I'm like, sometimes you hear like they get a little worse as you get older. So I just feel like it's not too often that I accidentally eat something because I'll just skip it if it's even suspicious.
Yeah. But I don't blame you. Like, don't even risk it.
Yeah, exactly. So
wow.
It's into that territory a little bit now.
No, of course. So over the years, Thomas, you may not know this, this will be our 19th year of being married. So we have picked up some travel roles. Like he books the flights, I do the hotel and itinerary.
Be in the middle seat.
Yeah. And
back of the plane by the toilet.
So now that you guys have been traveling with your honeymoon, and I'm sure we're going to get into some other trips that you've done since then, do you guys have any travel roles?
I would say I leave the planning up to Camille. She's just the better planner. And, I
got it.
Strengths. I also recognize my opportunities. And I think her strength is in the planning role, especially on travel, because she knows where she wants to eat. She knows the spots she wants to see. Like I said, I'm so easy going, I'm down for whatever. So I let her take care of the planning and just go with the flow.
Of course. So you just show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a ton. I am kind of like a motion sick kind of girl too, so add that to the list. But so when it comes to flights and things like that, yeah, like middle seats are bane of my existence. I feel like if I can have the window, that's perfect. So just little tweaks like that. But no, as long as I kind of like to, it's funny because I'm like, go with the flow, but as long as, I kind of know where the flow is going. So
as long as it's in your flow.
Yeah, a general idea, we know where we're going to stay. And then maybe like one restaurant a day, I know ahead of time, like we could do that. And otherwise, I'm kind of down for exploring and just seeing where the wind blows us.
Yeah, I had to adjust to that as well. So that was one of the things I forgot to mention from the honeymoon. I learned that Camille had motion sickness because we took it's like motion sickness on everything. Boats, cars, planes, don't matter.
Really?
We took a van to the resort and I'm just talking away because I'm trying to impress her. I'm chatting her ear off, realizing that she's spiraling over there because
Poor thing.
So I've also accepted the fact that when we are on planes, I just give her the window and I'm either in the middle seat and a lot of times I could be next to a big back and I'm just crunched up or I'm in the aisle, get my elbow just destroyed by the flight attendant. So yeah, I've just accepted it.
Oh my gosh. That is too funny.
But you're right, because I end up having to sacrifice and have the middle seat or on the aisle. Like, I know she loves the window, so I'm going to sacrifice and give it to her.
Yeah.
I know all about that.
Yeah,
and then I've
true.
even had someone, I was in a seat, the person reached past me to pull up the blinds. Like, some people are just so disrespectful. They bump into you, they come in with their bags, they hit you in the aisle, they don't even say sorry. It's like ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. So tell us about your trips. Like, where have you guys gone together since the wedding day?
Well, we had the honeymoon in Mexico. Super cool, super fun. It was a whirlwind, but it was still obviously really beautiful. I love the tropical vibes. We have gone to London. That was super fun. We actually went for our anniversary last year. My brother lives there. So I think that was like a part that they hadn't mentioned on the show is my brother's been in London for a few years working. So we got to go see him and then, just stayed for about a week and just tried so much good food and also good relaxing time and just walking around doing the touristy thing. Our longest trip. And then we've just done like a bunch of, little road trips around the Midwest. And, my dad's family lives down in Champaign, a couple hours south of here. So drive down there a few times.
Yeah, I think our life was such a whirlwind for like the last couple of years that it was hard to do a lot of traveling because we had to lay low. So we've just had like the international trip to London, and then outside of that, just been some small domestic trips because we kind of tried under the radar for a bit.
No, of course.
Like a handful of times too for filming stuff too.
Of course, and it's literally been shy of 2 years. This is like, so that's to do a London trip within 2 years, Mexico trip as well. That's great. That really is.
How long did you guys have to stay off the radar after filming ended?
Probably like a year.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, because the show it took a while. I don't know. It took a little longer to air than I think we anticipated. So it was literally like a full year. And, before it airs, it's more just the social media stuff. Like you don't want, to post and then have people asking questions. But then once the show starts airing, that's when it's really, you got to stay off the grid because the ending is what everyone's waiting for. You don't want to see how it turns out in the end. So
you guys wearing masks when you go out? Are you wearing like you're in protective custody with hats, wigs?
Yeah. So total, probably a year and a half before we could even start posting each other, things like that.
Wow.
So we had to really lock it down because we didn't do a lot of activities in the public during that period because we didn't want to reveal the ending. But like even hanging out with our friends, we had to let our friends and family know don't post pictures, don't take videos and put them on social media. Cause especially like your unks and your aunties and your like, oh, I want to get pictures of all this. And it's like, no, just chill for a little bit, wait. And then you can post.
Wow.
You're like, we'll recreate all these barbecues and everything else in a year and a half.
Oh my gosh. So I think, and you mentioned that you guys have done the road trips in the Midwest. I think as a couple, road trips are even harder than international trips, because just being on the road, are we there yet? What's the hardest part about a road trip for you guys? I mean, with the personalities I see in front of me, I'm sure you're going to say, nothing. It's perfect.
Never had any problems.
I think the longest one we've done is probably only like 2.5 hours or so. So maybe if you,
Oh, okay.
once we get into the longer one, that's where it might be a little more trying. But yeah, I have to say it's been so chill, and we just
I love that.
music on, get some snacks. There always happens to be like a new album that just came out or something that we can listen to on the way. So those have been great so far. Knock on wood.
I think
How?
go ahead. I think sorry, I think our similarities help out because we can be in a car together and we both really like R&B music. We'll throw in some hip hop on there for me. A little bit more.
I love
A
that.
lot of R&B music. And, if it's a shorter drive, I can sleep in a car. So I can sleep sitting up. I can sleep like at diagonal, whatever the case may be. Well, I'll just knock out in the car. But I think until we have that really long trip, then we'll find out who the driver really is. So
Right. If you don't mind me asking, how old are both of you?
that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 34.
Yeah, I'm 44.
So I think that a lot of your maturity in travel, in marriage, comes with your age. I was 21 when I married him. He was 24. So
nice.
as you can imagine, the beginning trips were like,
God. I'm going to open the door and kick her out.
So like when I see the maturity in your travel, in your marriage, I think that comes so much with just like your past experiences, your age. And maybe just this was the perfect timing for both of you.
Yeah, we talk about that sometimes. I know he's straight up told me like, yeah, you wouldn't have liked me like 10 years ago, 20 years.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my maturity is prorated 10 years. So if you go back like 10 years, it's not going to be a good look. But one of my former friends or one of my former coworkers, she always said she compared my maturity level to like her 13-year-old. So like I've made a lot of progress.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. So what did travel look like before you guys became this union? Like where were you traveling to, Camille, Thomas? Where were you guys going?
I know my friends would always plan some kind of tropical destination once a year. We've been to Aruba, the Dominican a couple of times, Mexico several times. So we always have one tropical vacation with my friends. The difference being like I was always like the third wheel. I was the single guy, so I was doing single stuff when I was on that vacation. So it's different for me.
Right, of course. And what about you, Camille?
Yeah, I'd gotten to take a few cool trips over the years. Internationally, I've gotten to go to Japan, Italy, Brazil, and then I've done Canada, Mexico, too many times to count, maybe 5 or 6 now. I feel like, London. I had gone a few times.
Nice.
Yeah, so I feel like I've gotten to take some really cool trips, and a lot of it, had to do with either someone living where I was going, or going with someone. And so that was like the cool part is I feel like just with some of my like past relationships, and then like my siblings, they're the big travelers. So just different places they've lived. My sister lived in Japan, is why why I got to go. Yeah, so.
Wow.
I've been really blessed with that.
Your sister lives in Japan. Your brother lives in London. You're doing Married at First Sight. Your parents created some adventurous kids.
They do say that.
Of all of the places you've been to, Camille, which one are you the most excited to bring Thomas to?
Oh, I think I would love to take him to Italy. I feel like I was a little younger, maybe like early 20s when I went. So I would love to go just in my more, mature, adventurous, try everything kind of like I would love to go there again. And so I think that'd be really cool. I think he would really love it. I feel like it kind of has that romantic vibe. Japan was so cool, but it's almost like what I say about Japan is like it really would be beneficial. We'd either have to do like a lot of research ahead of time or going with someone that either currently lives there or has spent time there just to navigate because it's so different of a
Right.
like it's so I would love for anyone to see it, but it's not the same as just like picking up and going to Mexico or Costa
Right.
Rica, something like that.
No, of course, of course. And Thomas, have you changed in your travel style at all? Because you sound like Anthony and me. We are so Caribbean motivated, like Caribbean and Mexico. And Camille, you seem like you're ready to go to every continent. Has that inspired your travel desires at all, Thomas?
It has. I always stuck to like just doing the tropical vacations. I feel like Camille has expanded my horizon, broadened my horizons. And it was really fun to go to London and go somewhere different, to go to a different part of the world and just not be on a resort. I mean, when you go to those tropical places, you spend most of your time on the resort. You do some excursions, but being like in England and other places in Europe, it's just, you get to actually just experience the people and get to just walk around, which I thought was unique and just a really fun time. So I look forward to seeing those things.
I love that for you guys. It's just like a full life ahead of you of so many places to create memories.
So across all those trips that you guys have been on, have you ever had any travel disasters that you've
Dun,
experienced?
dun, dun.
Well, Brazil, I feel like was a little less than ideal for me, just some elements of it.
Really?
Mostly, yeah. So my purse got stolen there when I went to the beach, and so and it was early on. I think it was like day 1 or 2, and so I'm
Oh, no.
so glad that I didn't have my passport in there. Like chills thinking about like if that would have just been gone. Like I don't even know what you're supposed to do. So but the B key was in there, and I think we only had one. And I was by myself, so I had to wait for the person I was
Oh,
with.
wow.
You were by yourself when this happened?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So my phone was in the purse, so I couldn't like call them. I had to just wait literally at the hotel, and they didn't even really they couldn't like let me in because it was just it was like a security thing or something. I don't know. But either way, so I was literally waiting for what felt like forever. And so, yeah, that was it's like violating or whatever. So that was a less than ideal part of the trip. Yeah, I think I would still go back. Like it didn't completely just ruin it for me, but I feel like it's, now there's other places I got to see first before I would go
No,
back.
of course.
What about you, Thomas?
My trip to Aruba. So I'm the type of guy, or I was the type of guy that before a trip, I'm like, especially a long flight, I'm sleeping on the plane. So the night before Aruba, I stayed up until like 3 a.m. just hanging out with some of my buddies, and then took a car to the airport. And I get there and meet some of the co-travelers in our group, my friend Beth and Elle, and our flight gets canceled. So we literally have 30 minutes to book another flight and then get to the other side of the airport. So we're like mad dashing.
Oh my gosh.
We're mad dashing across the airport. And then once we arrive in Aruba, it's COVID season at this point. So something happened with my paperwork. So I had to get tested at the airport. So I had to have the thing shoved up my nose.
Oh my gosh.
And we also find out that our friend Beth, her luggage didn't make it there. So it was just kind of like
the hell? What the hell, Barry?
Yeah, I don't know. Really got it, but they had to like send her a voucher so she could go buy clothes while she was there, and we made it work. We were there to have fun with our friends. We made it work.
He continues to be so laid back. He's like 30 minutes to find a flight. Swab up my nose. We lost luggage, but we were fine.
They were like,
And then I'm like, my luggage is taking too long on the carousel. What's going on? I love this.
They
That's
had real disasters that occurred.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
happened to my friend though in Brazil. He was talking on his phone, and the guy ran up and took it out of his hand.
Literally, it wasn't. That's what people always are like, oh, well, you're not supposed to leave it and go on the. I'm like, I didn't. Like, I've spent in Chicago. Like, I know how to watch my surroundings. It just,
I'm from the shy.
well, right. Like, I'm not just some naive girl that's just going to throw the bag. And, it was literally one of those, like, one person comes to talk to you on one side and the other person sits and runs. And they were just going. And so it's just like, yeah, that's the part that makes me feel like, dang, like I got to start carrying a knife on me and or what?
I don't know how you were going to get it to Brazil, but hey.
If you put it in your carry-on,
in your bag.
'cause I've done that. I've actually, when we've gone to like Costa Rica, some other places, I'm like, let me just put this in my
Just for
my
safety.
luggage and then carry it with me.
So,
Unhandle you villain.
so, I'm a big foodie. I don't know about you guys. So in the beginning, we had this tradition where every trip we had to have the Reese Pieces, not the cups, like the little Reese Pieces.
Camille wouldn't be able to have that though.
Oh, yes, yes. So that's off the list. We would have had that, and we would have Cheez-Its. And it was like our thing. Like, we'd get in the car for the road trip, Cheez-Its and Reese Pieces. I don't know where this combination came from. Do you guys have any, like, snacks that you pack on every single trip you go on? Or most trips?
Well, there's one candy that always kind of seems to resurface. It's like these little like nerd rope cluster things. I feel like they've been finding a way on every like trip, whether it's from the airport or even road trips. I always tease him about getting like energy drinks and stuff like that because he likes those for road trips sometimes. But those are probably the main two that at least are consistent. Otherwise, then we kind of.
Yeah, I like those like popcorn chips, so I'll usually get like a small bag of those for the flight because I can't do Chex Mix no more because of.
Yeah. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, are you talking about like Cracker Jacks?
No, they're like
No, the
they're
Chex
like
Mix
they're like.
all-
Oh, you mean for the Chex Mix?
Oh, like trails.
No,
Yeah, they're
the
like
popcorn.
the chips. They're made from like almost corn, but they're like popped. So they're like it's almost like popcorn and just like a chip. I forgot what this
Yeah.
Okay,
popcorn or
okay.
something like that.
Yeah, they're
but-
little triangles.
Do you see? I'm such a foodie. I'm like trying to figure it out. Like, I haven't tried that one.
Those are really good though. I like those. I've never bought them here.
I think for us too, when we travel, we like to do a couple fine dining places,
Right.
and then just really, a couple really nice dinners. When we were in Mexico for the honeymoon, I got to shout out my boy David from the show because one of the funny things is he really loves steak, and we were to several places. He almost had steak every night when we were in Mexico. I was like, boy, your stomach's gonna be tore up when you get back. But he would clean the steak all the way down to the T-bone. Like the waiter would come
Oh
by
my gosh.
the plate, he'd be like, "Nah, player, I got to finish that off." So,
Not even any grizzle left.
Oh my goodness. So what's on the travel list? What are the next bucket list destinations for you guys?
Because you said another road trip. I think you said a road trip or another longer destination.
Yeah, we'll see. It's funny because I feel like this is the first summer that we've actually had back in Chicago together. So I feel like we've really been enjoying just like summertime shy is undefeated.
Top tier.
It's literally. I know I'm
Okay.
biased. I already think Chicago is like the best city, but in summertime, it's confirmed it's the best city.
Yeah.
So we've really just been having some fun summer times. Some fun like summer weekends, and his brother has a pool and stuff like that.
Nice.
So we haven't mapped too much out yet. We might do a trip even to Milwaukee in a few weeks. They got like
Nice, that.
up there and just really great restaurants and things too to maybe check out just for something simple. But we actually don't have anything yet for the books. Yeah, a couple of our friends, a couple different friend groups have reached out about doing a resort or something kind of come like winter time. So might be able to get
DC.
something like that. Yeah. Oh, and we're going to DC. That's right. In October for a concert.
Nice,
Nice.
nice. I will definitely confirm on Chicago because his brother lives in Chicago, and I'm originally from New York. So I just thought years and years ago, I'm like, been to one big city, you've been to them all. And when I went to Chicago, I was like,
Yeah.
how is the water so blue? Like, how is this happening? It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it wasn't for the weather, I would move
Yeah.
there
Amazing.
immediately. It's great. I love all of these upcoming trips for you guys. It makes your relationship just so much more fun and meaningful. So I love that you get to capture those memories.
No, I was just going to say one place that I'd like to visit soon is Puerto Rico. I've
Nice.
never been there. It's, part of my heritage. My mother was born there. So my bio mom was born there, and she's, I try to get to go. She goes almost every year. So that would be a perfect destination to just, learn some new stuff and then get to enjoy the weather out there.
I think that would be great. That's an awesome destination. Would you guys ever do a cruise, or you're not cruisers?
I've never done one before. I go back and forth, and like I used to always want to do one, and recently I've been wondering if I should or not. It's like I think just the older you get, you like turn into more of a scaredy cat. So it's something about just being out in the middle of the ocean, like, and can't get out of there, or whatever. If you no, but that's also just me speculating because I've never done one. I've also heard that like once you get on a cruise ship, you don't even think about it. And the seasickness and all isn't even a thing. But I was like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, the motion sickness.
Oh yes, her motion
Yeah, the
sickness.
motion sickness.
Yes, and Netflix is not making it easy for people who've never been on cruises because every week they're coming out with like another horror cruise film.
I was just going to say that, but that's what I'm after is the power going out or something like that.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So, but yes, I bring that up just because a lot of cruises leave from Puerto Rico, so that was an option. But definitely, Puerto Rico is a great country to visit. So I'm excited for you guys.
Are you going to learn? Do you know Spanish, Thomas? A little something.
Un
Un
poquito.
poquito. There you go. Survival Spanish.
Yeah.
You can get around.
Where's the
Yeah.
food? The baño? Water? I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But our last question before we do our quick fire round is, what do you guys see for the next 5 to 10 years as just in general to look forward to?
Yeah, hopefully lots more travel. I would love to kind of do, even if we can just do like one trip a year, like one big trip a year or something like that, making that a goal. Hopefully, planning routes somewhere. We're just renting right now. So, I always love the idea of getting somewhere to own, maybe kids, things along those lines. So yeah, just some of those more kind of like plant route kind of things, over the next few years. We're still like, it's because the show finally just aired and all that, it still kind of feels new. So we're like, still just enjoying each other, still getting to know each other, even though it's been 2 years, it's like still in those early stages almost of like truly figuring each other out and all of that. So, I think
we're still trying to get to know each other too.
Yeah.
that is
So we get it.
I just say I agree with you, and just some of the more foundational things, because in reality, we've known each other for under 2 years, and during that period, we kind of worked in reverse. So we got married at first sight and began dating each other. So it's just kind of an experience. We're almost at where you guys were at when you dated. So different things about each other, and just getting to know each other more.
I love it.
Technically, they had an arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, very true. So our quick fire questions are just questions that we shoot off to you, and you say the first thing that comes to your mind. There's about 5 or 6. Don't be nervous. It's just travel or life related. And I'll do the first. I already know the
we
answer to
already
this
know
one,
the
but we'll
answer.
still go ahead and do it. Window seat or aisle?
I prefer window, but I have to do the.
Dun, dun. Oh my goodness.
One place that you guys.
Oh, I was gonna say, if I could put like a little asterisk on it, if it's like a long international flight, I actually do kind of like aisle, because then you can just get up and go or walk around without having to disturb people. So
That part.
I'll put that part in parentheses.
Okay.
That's true.
I can see them both getting that aisle seat and they're sharing the row.
Because a lot of folks do that.
Yeah.
Especially the older folks. They're
Yeah.
they're both on the aisle. Like, I don't want to be able to go through all these people to use the bathroom. Excuse me, sonny. So one place you'll go back to in a heartbeat.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
I would say
Love Dominican Republic. Yeah.
Ah, look at that. Looks like I Can't Wait to Travel has to help them put together a DR trip. All right, next one. Check bag or carry on?
I'm doing check bag. I got too many hair products and
The curls have to be perfect.
if it's longer than, the 3 days is when you need a refresh usually. So if it's longer than 3 days, I need that. My diffuser, outfit options. I'm a terrible overpacker. So I'm going to have to go check bag.
Check bag.
I see you,
Check
Camille.
bag as well for me because
check.
I like to bring like nice like dress shirts and pants, and I like wrinkles in there, so I gotta get them at least to where I can manage them. I could fit my whole life in a I'm not balling up my pants on my shirt. So.
Yes. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Did I do the last one or is it up to you?
I think it's on me. So the biggest misconception on Married at First Sight about both of you.
I don't know. I know other people had it worse. I personally still feel like I got a little bit of the mean girl edit. So I would just say that I'm really not this like overly particular kind of like nitpicky kind of person. I actually really am super laid back and chill. So I think just, I probably met someone who's even more chill than me, which I wouldn't have thought that was possible. So I think just that juxtaposition or whatever the word is, but between us, I think I got a little bit of that. I'm not that, naggy.
Camille, I feel like I would chill with you any day of the week. I thought you came off so nice.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
It means a lot here, really, because what we're used to hearing is just the most stuff that gets back to us at first while it's airing is the negative stuff. So, I really appreciate that, it didn't come across that way to everyone.
I didn't know that was what was being said.
Oh,
No.
Maybe it's because I'm not really on social media.
Yeah,
much
he's
at
not
all.
on
I'm
social
barely
media
on
at
it.
all.
yeah,
I get my updates through Lisa, the daily download.
yeah, the internet is a wild
He does.
place. And most people, I found out, the ones that are going out of their way to post stuff usually is the negatives. People aren't going to go out of their way to say, oh, hey, I really like this person. So it makes sense. But yeah, it's like, it's a lot when it's all coming all at once.
I would say for me, kind of playing off of what Camille said, I think some of the perception of myself was that I'm a pushover, and that is far from the truth. I will tell you, I'm definitely the meaner one in our relationship.
Oh my God. And I own it.
and I'm nice. I'm nice, but it's just like I'm so laid back, and like I said earlier, I'm so unbothered that I just chill. And then when I want something, though, I make it very clear. So that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, that's similar to you.
Yeah, I'm happy-go-lucky, but when something gets me pushed to the edge, then I'm like,
No, not to that point. Don't put that on Thomas.
No, that's
oh, that's not your Thomas either? Oh, maybe it's just me.
I'm gonna kill it, but
The next question is, who's more likely to forget their passport?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna say you.
You think so?
Yeah. I feel like I'm very structured and paranoid. Like I'll go back and check my bag like 4 times before I walk. Like when we're leaving the house, I'll go all the way down the elevator, and then I just in my brain think I may have not locked the door, so I'll go all the way back the elevator and the door again.
That's me.
Yeah, the passport. I'm gonna give us both grace on that because I'm gonna say like that's the one thing I am really kind of like lackadaisical sometimes. But that passport, when I tell you I'm zipping and unzipping that pocket like 12 times in the Uber on the way to the airport or whatever, like that's the one thing I'll like pack the night before or set it like sleep with it on my face almost. like
You have to feel it off. Wow.
That's what I do too, though. I put I make sure that my wedding ring, everything is packed in my bag. I'm like, okay, it's here from the night before because I don't want to forget it. Even though I have lost my wedding ring a couple times while on vacation. And it somehow got back to me.
A couple times too.
It's been
you can't use a couple.
Well, that's a couple.
No.
One, two.
Several times. Several. That takes it to 3 or 4.
We were in Grenada. I was like, man, what happened to my ring? I think I didn't notice it till like I was coming out the shower. Like, what happened to it? Someone found it at the bottom of the pool. Returned it.
Grenada, St.
Got the
Lucia,
list.
Jamaica. That's like his ritual. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't forget anything.
And our last quick fire question for you.
Beach or city exploring?
Beach for me.
Yeah, I'm going beach as well.
I love it. I love it. Well, you guys, it's been such a pleasure having you here with us today. Really what we see on the show and what we're seeing now is just the same like warm and fuzzy feeling. Every time they would pan to your segment on the show, it would be like, and I'm feeling it again. I really love you guys together.
You're floating up, Lisa?
I do. I love love. So to see that you guys met in this such a unique way and it's working out is just the best thing ever.
Amazing. It's a blessing.
So I really I'm looking forward to so much for you guys. I really
Thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate those nice words. And we appreciate you guys for having us. It was a blast.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you as well.
Of course. So please share any social media handles. I'm sure that the people who haven't fallen in love with you already are like, how do we follow them? How do we follow you on social?
Yeah, my best bet right now is Instagram. That's where I'm most active. I'm trying to get, the Facebook started back up too. But I would say Instagram's the safest bet. So it's Camille and 2 underscores and Rose.
Same for me. Instagram is going to be my primary social. So my handle is Tomcat, the letter 2.
Tomcat.
That's the number 2. Sorry. It's Tomcat, the number 2, the letter K, the number 3 at, there. So
perfect. And we'll put it below so everyone can see it as well. And for all of you that are watching, make sure that you continue to
like and subscribe.
Absolutely. And until we meet again, continue to send us lots of letters about love, luggage, and travel so we can hear all of your travel stories and feel the warm and fuzzy as we say bye to Camille and Thomas. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.